Hey guys, it's your buddy Rome. I want to welcome you to the studio again. Today we're going to take a look at something that I have been anticipating for quite some time. Many of you who follow me know that I do a lot of laser engraving and 3D printing. And as we know in the industry, guys, it can be somewhat hazardous to your health if you don't take the right precautions. Laserpecker reached out to me and sent me one of their air purifier, so that's what we're going to take a look at today. All right, guys, so we're over at my desk. Here is the box. As you guys can see, everything is very well packaged. So the first thing we're going to be greeted with is the hoses themselves. So you have an exhaust hose and you have an intake hose as well. These are aluminum. They just retract back in like so. You get two of those. Here is your connector. This is what you're going to connect onto the back of your device. This will work with the Laserpecker 2, the Laserpecker 4, as well as the enclosures and a variety of other devices, enclosures like for the LX1 and the Laserpecker 5. We also receive our power cable, and that's just a standard plug, 3 prongs, so it's grounded. That's really nice. And we also receive the power brick itself. And then directly inside, you're going to find the air purifier. This is the lid of the air purifier. It has that same metal alloy that you see with all of the different Laserpeckers. It comes with 2 replaceable pads. We'll talk about those in a little bit. As you guys see, it has the built-in handle, so it's going to make it really easy for 1, removing it from this box, and 2, whenever it comes time for you to transport this around your studio or at a craft show, you'll just be able to pick this guy up just like so. Also in the box, you're going to find your starter manual. This is going to walk you through how to set it up, how to utilize it. It comes in a variety of different languages. All right, guys, now that we have everything laid out, it's going to be relatively simple to get everything set up. The majority of the stuff that you see here on the desk, you're only going to need some of those components. Of course, you're going to need these 2 to power it. You're going to need your hoses to connect. These pads are replacement pads, so you don't need those right away. You may need your manual, so just go ahead and keep those 2 together. First things first, let's take a look at the inside components. All right, guys, you can see here this lid pops off really easily. I want you to take note of this little arrow right here pointing forward. That means the lid must go back on the same way. Here is the internal filter. It has these nice little tabs here that makes it easy for you to pull it out. Let's take a look inside. So the way this device works, guys, is that on the rear of this, you have your 2 connecting points. So one is going to be your input and the other one is going to be your exhaust. You also have on the rear here your power button and where you're going to plug in your 24 volt 2.5 amp plug to be able to power this guy. That's all you're going to find here on the back. On the sides, pretty much nothing. Inside you can see. And the way this works is the air comes in through that hose. It's going to come out through here, and then it's going to go through the filtration system and then back out through the exhaust. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our filter set up on this guy. So all we have to do with the filter is to remove the plastic that's on the filter right here. So let's do that. All right, guys, so that is what the clean filter looks like. Now, to show you guys what you have going on here, you actually have 4 different layers. You have your top cotton pre-filter, you have your H13 HEPA filter, you have your active carbon filter, and then you have an additional HEPA filter at the bottom, and that's going to be this filter that you see right here. All right, so to get this guy started, all we have to do is now drop the filter like so. Fits perfectly, fits like a glove. Then you're just going to replace your lid, and then we can power this guy up and then connect our hoses to it, and I can show you guys how all of these different things connect. Now, here is the shroud for the Laserpecker 4, and this little component right here just snaps on like that, and that will work with all of the different type of shrouds for the Laserpecker 2, the Laserpecker 4, the Laserpecker 5, all of them. It's going to do basically the same thing. It's just going to lock on like this, and it's going to allow the fan to do its work. All right, so let's connect our hoses. This is our input right here. So we're just going to take this screws on like so. Just going to screw that guy on until it locks in place. And then you're going to take this end, and you're also going to screw that on and lock that in place. And now you have your hose attached. Then for the exhaust, it's basically the same thing. It has these little ridges inside here. You're just going to rotate that and lock that in place. All right, guys, so this is what the configuration obviously should look like. And then, like I said, you still have access to your power button and everything right here from the back. All of your controls are going to be found on the front of the unit, and all you have here on the front is these two buttons here. Now to reset this, you're just going to press and hold this for a couple of seconds, and it'll allow you to reset this when it's time for you to reset the filter. But normally all you're going to do is use this to raise the different levels. I think there's 4 main levels of suction from this air purifier. All right, so let's plug this guy in. So I want to experiment to see how well this would work in a environment where you're taking this out on location. So I do have this EcoFlow River 2 battery back here. So we're going to plug it into that battery and see if that little battery will be able to power it. Now I know it can power the laser. I don't think there's going to be a problem with it powering this as well. All right, so we're just going to plug everything in. All right, guys, so we have everything connected. So now we're just going to hit the power button here on the back and make sure that this does come on. And you see our little indicator light just turned on right here. So this guy is ready to rock and roll. And I'm going to pull the hose around so you guys can see here. So here's our hose. That's at level 1, level 2, level 3, and level 4. Now this averages about 55 dB. So that's not going to be too loud. Maximum, it's going to go up to about 70, in the 70 range. So it's not going to be any louder than any other piece of equipment that you have in your home or office. So don't worry as much about that. All right, so let's connect this to a laser and do a quick little test. Now, normally this is going to create a lot of smoke, and that's what we pretty much expect. So let's see exactly how it comes out. We'll run this a second time with the air purifier connected to it and see what our results look like. Now, I will also be using this Govee air monitor. As you guys can see, we got 000 going right now. So let's just go ahead and set this guy down here on the desk where you'll be able to monitor it as well. All right, guys, so it is done. So I'm just going to release this and pull it out. You notice we didn't get any high readings here because the fan is on in the shroud, so it's pushing all the smoke backwards. So let's go ahead and pull this guy out and see if it cut all the way through. No, it did not cut all the way through. This is some very thick wood, so it probably needs about 3 passes in order to get all the way through. It did give us a little bit of scarring, but I can just pop it out. Like you see, there's our little Laserpecker right there. I'm going to make it larger for the second pass, and we will connect our air purifier to this as well, and then we'll see what the results are with that. All right, guys, so our project is complete. Let's go ahead and pull it out. You guys see we didn't get any increase in numbers, and we're able to cut this out. 3mm wood turned out really nice. A little bit of scarring, but this wood is known for that. But you guys get the idea. Worked perfectly, no problems. So yes, the Laserpecker air purifier is a champ. So if you're thinking about adding one of these to your home studio or even to a different laser, even if you don't own the Laserpecker model laser, I think it's going to be a great air purifier for you. All right, guys, it's been Rome with Rome Knows Tech, and I will catch you all in the next video. Until then, stay safe. Peace. I'm out.